Shehzad Poonawalla, there have been, two very different, distinct legal views that have come in from Uttar Pradesh. One, Gyanvapi Mosque, where at least we've been reporting through the course of the day. The other, from one of your colleagues itself, Rajneesh Singh. He is apparently, and correct me if I'm wrong, the Ayodhya media cell in charge. The petition put forth by him has been thrown out by the Allahabad High Court, saying don't waste our time, leave the Taj Mahal to the historians.
I represent the BJP and the government of Uttar Pradesh, which is also being served by the BJP. The government of Uttar Pradesh in this matter said that they oppose this particular petition. So I do not know whom you're tagging along with me as my colleague, but in the most respectful manner, if Salman Khurshid goes to defend Asaram Bapu, or if somebody goes to what they believe they have a right, they are taking a legal course. That is their democratic right, that is their individual right. That has nothing to do with my party. What my party has to do has been done in the form of the government of UP affidavit in the present matter. Apart from that, this can't be clubbed with Gyanvapi. The Gyanvapi matter is a case where there was a bunch of people, when a court order came from the Varanasi court, they refused to accept it. And I'm not talking about the likes of Syed Abbas. Syed Abbas may be a good individual, but the likes of Asaduddin Owaisi, who's a barrister, said that there will be blood, river blood that will flow. There was the Samajwadi Party which said that the court is venturing into areas it shouldn't, action ka reaction hoga. There were other party people like SM Yasin from the Intizamiya committee who said that this was quote unquote gardan par talwar rakhne jaisa. So these kind of people, when they made provocative statements on a court order, one can go to court if they want to go to. That doesn't mean that that's part of my party's agenda. But yes, when a court gives an order to not follow it, and leaders like Asaduddin Owaisi and others, that is a completely different category, and they should have followed the court order instead of provoking people.
Shehzad Poonawalla, you say that you have nothing to do with this individual. There have been people from the BJP UP unit that have been coming in on various debates. I would reckon they are recognized spokespersons. We had Kaushal Mishra yesterday, and he said, let me complete. And he said the UP government stands firmly behind Rajneesh Singh, who has petitioned the Allahabad High Court to open the 22 rooms. Now this happened as of yesterday. I would just to set the record straight.
I'll set the record straight. As national spokesperson of the BJP, my government in Uttar Pradesh has taken a stand. It has been taken in black and white in an affidavit. We challenged the petitioner's jurisdictional issue as well. And in the past, the ASI has already taken a stand on this particular issue, whether it is the UPA government or current government. So I think that there's no confusion. Now, if somebody comes and puts
not
out his
just
personal...
the ASI, Mahesh Sharma, your own culture minister, took the floor of the parliament and said the same. But till now, it was a different approach. I'm glad you clarified,
No,
Shehzad.
but can I ask you one thing? Can I ask you one thing, Preeti, before you move on to Syed Abbas? Just one thing, it'll take 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Yes.
If somebody goes and represents Asaram Bapu from the Congress, does it mean the Congress party...
I can't hear you, Shehzad.
If Asaram Bapu is represented by Salman Khurshid...
I can't hear you.
That's unfortunate. I want to make a very important point. Can you hear me?
I seem to have lost Shehzad.
Can I make my point?
Yeah, go ahead.
If somebody in their personal capacity represents Asaram Bapu, does that mean that that's the Congress stand? Also, the more important question is that when a court gives an order, when members of parliament and recognized political parties say that we will not follow this order is going to lead to river blood to be flowing in Uttar Pradesh, they say that this is khai paida karne wala, then that is a more important issue that we should be deliberating about.
Shehzad, I am not... Shehzad, neither am I, with the Congress, with the BJP, or the khai paida karne wala statement that you made of the Samajwadi Party. All I said was till yesterday, the likes of Anila Singh, the likes of Kaushal Mishra, who are recognized BJP spokesperson, came out and said that their full weight, the BJP government's UP unit's weight was behind Rajneesh Singh. That's all I said. I want to bring in Syed Abbas into this conversation. Syed Abbas, there are two very different, distinct legal views. The Tejo Mahalia bid might have been thrown out and rubbished by the Allahabad High Court today. But having said that, there is another matter which the lower sessions court has now, given a new lease of life, which is the dispute of the Gyanvapi Mosque.
Let me address both the issues. I'm not going to be selective in my approach, but accept both the decisions made by the respective court. We need to understand that if the court has allowed the survey to be taken place and 17 beat the report, along with the advocate commissioner, there is going to be an additional one that must be accepted. and also the other side is able to go to the High Court, and that is left to their defense. Also, as a matter of fact, now coming to Tejo Mahalaya, I do distinctly, vividly, candidly remember one of the speeches of Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, Shri Yogi Adityanath ji, who has mentioned time and again about Tejo Mahalaya. The fact of the matter is about the BJP modus operandi. Had Rajneet Singh petition been accepted by the court, he would have been hailed as a hero. This is why there is unemployment in the BJP itself. That is the reason why they go to the PI, they go to the court, file the PIL and come back.
Okay.
To them, petrol, diesel is not an issue. Unemployment is not an issue. Education for the people is not an issue. But time and again go, get rubbished by the court and come back. This has become a mode of operation, an SOP procedure, a standard operating procedure. Because petrol is not an issue,
Okay.
Tejo Mahalaya is an issue.
All right.
Inflation is not an issue to them.